What are the differences between Pop and maybe what Coach K brought to this organization?
I just think just two different personalities. I mean, the level of care and dedication and discipline to the game is a change. I think that's what us players need up here anyway, just the structure and the discipline, and they both provide that. But the details are small drills, different schemes. I think that's just the overall thing. But the same message, that rings true just in USA basketball family. You're fighting for one goal, and it's a great opportunity to represent your country, and I think everybody's looking forward to that, to taking advantage of that.
Kevin, you may have addressed this, but where do things stand with you and CJ now after everything that went down?
This is not East Coast, West Coast beef, bro. CJ, I'm gonna go have some wine with him in New York when he get back from China and take a picture if y'all really don't believe me.
The past 2 seasons, back-to-back championships, back-to-back finals MVP. Can you talk about if that alters your mentality and almost approach going into Olympic basketball?
That's great. No, I just think once you've been, you know what it takes to win that game, whatever it is, like whether it's the last game of the year or the first game of the playoffs or the championship, it's like the energy and the preparation that goes into that. Like, that's just the focus you got to have to win a big game. The championship is just that level of laser focus on what I need to do to win. And I think, especially in the NBA, we play so many games. It's like it's hard for that to be on, that type of focus to be on 82 games. But in an Olympic setting, we're playing 7 or 8 games. So, I mean, we locked in, not really practicing hard. So I think in that setting, like we can channel the playoff version of ourselves a little better in an Olympic setting rather than like across a whole season. You know what I mean?
What do you think of Las Vegas potential NBA city?
I'm looking forward to it. I think it should happen. I think Vegas fans will support. I think players like coming here. I think I'm sure whatever team they put together will be successful here because of so much support and so many great resources. And it'll just add on another level of just excitement for the NBA and for the game of basketball. So I'm all for it.
Ken, there's a lot of talk now about the idea of super teams in the league, and whether it's you guys or Oklahoma City having Paul and Russ, and kind of these different groups of guys that have teamed up. But it seems to me, just kind of looking at the history of the league, there's always been super teams everywhere, and the only difference is that now it's you guys who are deciding to do it. Are you surprised at the way people react to that and kind of the amount of attention that gets now? And that's really, to me, the only difference.
Yeah, I understand it. You're just not used to it. Give it a couple more years. I think fans will get used to it. Because I think they appreciate the players having control over their lives and their careers, and at the end of the day, I mean, everybody's still gonna watch the games no matter who's on who team. So it don't really matter. I think it's just fun for the fans to kind of know where their favorite players are going and what cities they may go to. It gives it another experience outside of the regular season. So I get it, but everybody gonna tune in when the game starts. It don't really matter what teams they play on. It's all about where the players feel comfortable.
This has always been kind of an all-star gathering when you guys come for this. How different was it with all the moves that took place, NBA roster-wise, than getting together here and seeing each other again?
Business don't really seep into the purity of what goes on. We know all the business already. I don't think anybody is shocked about anything that goes on. A lot of guys especially, I know DeMar, we heard DeMar, it's just so much of a change so fast for him being at a team for so long. You can feel for him, you can understand him. But for the most part, everybody knows what the business is about. So we just go out there and not even talk about anything, but just life and just what friends talk about as ball players, nothing serious. So.
In terms of switching franchises after such a long time, you have experience with that. I was wondering if you could expound upon the one thing that you learned after doing that may be coming down the road for Kawhi and or DeMar that you wouldn't have been, I guess, so privy to before you made the move to Golden State.
Nothing. I just made this decision. I just made a decision. Nothing else happened after that. I think those guys are going to be fine. I really don't know how to answer that one because it just happened. I made the decision and I went to Golden State the next week and I'm a Warrior. So I don't know, just make the decision. Whatever you want to do, just do it. I think to going back and forth to being indecisive about it, I think that's more stressful than actually making a decision. So, but in DeMar's case, he had no control, or Kawhi's too. They had no control. Kawhi had a little bit more than Dwight because he told his team that he wanted to get traded, but more so than anything, those dudes didn't have real control. But when you do have, like, when you're a free agent, like a PG, like, just do what you want. Do exactly what's going to make you happy and what you're going to enjoy for the next 4 or 5 years of your life.